Another fat-bottomed ant, please. Oh, no. Cricket.
We've got some fantastic Zooks coming your way on today's Bamzooki. Rich, what's this all about?
Jake, I'm cooking up some Zookette popcorn.
Oh, I love popcorn. When's it going to be ready?
Now.
Ouch. Is it finished?
Yes.
Lovely. Welcome to the show. Ooh, good to see you. It's now time to meet our first team, and they're hoping to stay on side in today's Bamzooki. Come here.
We're the Zook Warriors! And now the Zooks are warriors too! I've designed Amazon to be fast, manoeuvrable and strong. I've also put rocket boosters at the back so it can move objects more easily. The blobs help it to balance and not topple over. The forbidden one has a back-to-front triangle for his head. His design allows him to climb over obstacles and push things out of the way.
Ina has a small body with large pointy feet, so we can go faster and not fall over.
The Exterminator is different to all our other Zooks because he has so many legs.
So he can run really fast.
Hey! Zook Warriors 1, Bamzooki 0. Come on!
And equally fired up are Exterminator, Iron Ore, the Forbidden One, and Amazon.
Now, the first thing I noticed about your Zooks when they're kind of all in front of me together on the same table is the size of the feet. They're phenomenal. Bradley, why have you got such big feet on your Zooks?
It's because if you have two little tiny feet, it will, like, fall over a bit.
Now, it might only be me, but looking at Forbidden One, he looks like he's changed. Jack, what's different about him?
Brian changed his head into a block so it can push things out of its way.
Brilliant Zooks, brilliant feet, but it's now time to meet your opponents. And I tell you, you have to be a pretty tough Zook builder to join this group.
On your marks, get set. Our Zooks have been tested on every trial. Only the top 4 have gone through.
We put Hunter through lots of trials, and we always found that he came top at sprint. Hunter is a really fast Zook because we put the IK points in wide positions, and that helps the legs move in long strides.
Failure is not an option. Zooks will be left behind.
Double cuboid had to go through all the different trials. We have a tube to connect the body parts, and the back one does the steering.
Teamwork is essential. All 4 Zooks must work together. We gave Firehunt a different skill. We put inverted part targeting on the frontal part so it could turn around quickly.
Centipede is a good all-rounder that did well in all the trials, and we think it completes the team.
Our Zooks have made the grade. Winning gold is next.
They're well-qualified Zooks. Let's meet them. Centipede, Fire Ant, Hunter, and Double Cuboid.
We've had hundreds of Zooks on Bamzooki, and you boys have got some designs that I've never seen before, which is fantastic. First up, Fire Ant. What's the idea about the arrow on his front, William?
Well, he may get stuck on things, but he can plaster out the way.
Both Double Cuboid and Hunter have got these really interesting pincers at the front. Patrick, what's the idea behind them?
Hunter's pincers are designed to push things in front of him.
Now, Bradley, we've had a look at your opponent's Zooks. What do you reckon?
Our Zooks are prepared and ready to fight them.
Very best of luck. Let's see what happens. It's time to get on with the show. This is the first contest. The aim here, teams, is for this block to be in your opponent's half at the end of the game. Bernard, Nosy, show us how it's done. Now, to push this block, you need strength. To push it into your team and then get back to your own side before the end of the game, you need speed. And to turn around really quick, you need a great turning ability, OK? It's time to pick your first Zook. Off you go.
Both these teams are supremely confident, but now it's all about making the right choice.
Hunter's quite good, isn't he?
If they choose Hunter, we have a good chance of winning with Exterminator.
Hunter's turning is not that good, is it?
Amazon. It always skids Amazon.
Fire Ant, because he can push over the line.
So Exterminator?
Fire Ant.
Fire Ant.
OK, teams, let's get going. Come on.
Well, not only are the Greens called Zook Warriors, their first Zook is called Exterminator, real fighting talk. I suppose Fast and Furious will be hoping Fire Ant has something to say about that.
Thank you, Rich. Now, Lewis, this is your first look at Fire Ant on the table. What do you reckon?
Looks good, strong, fast.
Are you going to struggle at this, or is it going to be an even contest?
Struggle a bit.
You think you're going to struggle? OK, well, they're not too confident. Let's see what happens. Let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1... Come on.
Well, the Greens are worried. They've seen Fire Ant, and you've got to say that's a good start from the Red. Powerfully pushing the block over into Exterminator's half. And Exterminator's struggling. And up comes Fire Ant and says, there you go, have it back, fella. Exterminator starts all over again. Well, he's struggling. I mean, he's pushing as hard as he can, but as soon as he gets anywhere near the red half, bang! Back comes Fire Ant. And he's now the wrong side of the block. As the clock ticks down, Fire Ant, pretty sure he's got it. There it goes. 1-0 Fast and Furious.
Lewis and the rest of the Zook Warriors, you didn't seem too confident before that, and you obviously know your Zooks quite well, because in all honesty, you struggled quite a lot there to deal with the sheer power of Fire Ant. Jack, what a performance. Are you expecting him to be that good?
No.
That is truly unbelievable. Well done, boys. Fast and Furious now have a 1-0 lead. Now, Bernard is demonstrating a game with the cutest little Zooks in the world. In Zookette Season 3, the aim is to run around and tag all of these tiny little sweet Zooks before the time runs out. The team who've tagged the most number of Zooks at the end of the time is the team that's going to win. But you've got to have a fast Zook, but think about it, OK? Don't pick a Zook that's too small. Otherwise, you'll get caught on the Zookettes and you won't do very well. That is a good display, Bernard. Teams, see if you can match him. Pick a Zook. Go on.
The Reds will be riding high after round 1. Puts the pressure on the Greens' choice.
Iron could do it.
But Iron can lose because he keeps falling over a lot.
We need something that can turn.
Amazon, because he's scared.
Centipede.
Centipede, he is quite fast, and he can turn around brilliantly.
Amazon.
So Centipede?
Yep.
Centipede.
Right, let's see how your Zooks get on. Come on.
Well, the Zook Warriors have chosen Amazon, another frightening-sounding Zook, but actually, he's quite cute. Meanwhile, the Reds have gone for Centipede, and if you're expecting 100 legs, Jake, I'd ask for your money back.
I wasn't, Rich, so it's fine. Now then, Zook Warriors, it's your Zook on the table first. You really need the points, so loads of cheering for Amazon. Let's see what happens. Let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1... Come on.
Well, he looks quick, and I'm right. He's got his first Zookette, and then he's got another which flies off the table. Good start from Amazon. Yeah, he's got good turning ability. There's another. He's got 3. Only a few seconds left. That's the 4th. Can he get a couple more before the time runs out? Oh, he's got a couple. There goes the klaxon, and that's 6 scored.
6 is a great score, guys. 2 Zookettes right at the end there, so 6 is the score to beat. Let's see if you can do it, boys. Let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1...
Well, Centipede knows what he needs to do. He's got to score at least 7 in the same time that Amazon had to win it for Fast and Furious. And he's doing pretty well. Really cutting through these little Zookettes. There's only a couple left to freeze. He only needs 1 more as the clock ticks down. He's got it. And as the final klaxon goes, he's got them all.
A pretty fantastic performance. Centipede didn't need 100 legs to do well at that one, guys. Congratulations. A wonderful performance. Zook Warriors, don't get worried. There's still a long way to go before the final. But as it stands, Fast and Furious are moving into a Fast and Furious lead. They're 2-0 to the good. Bernard, Nosy, off you go. Now, teams, this is the ultimate climbing test for your Zooks. Patrick, just lead us round and let's have a good look at this. Now, as you can see, it progressively gets harder and harder, and if your Zook isn't as good as Bernard, you could really, really struggle at this. Yes, you've got to pick a Zook that's a fantastic climber, but you could also do with a good climber who's pretty quick as well. Teams, time to pick a Zook. Go on.
Now, these Reds are either the luckiest team ever, or they know what they're doing.
Hunter hasn't got the ability.
Iron ore isn't that bouncing, could fall over.
Double cuboid is good at climbing, and this game is for climbing.
Double cuboid and forbidden one are kind of like the same speed.
Yeah, double cuboid.
Yeah, forbidden one. Yeah. Forbidden one.
OK, back you come, boys. You've made your choice.
Well, the Greens have chosen the forbidden one, although the only thing they seem to be forbidden from doing is winning. Meanwhile, in the red corner, take a cuboid, double it. What have you got? Double cuboid.
Rich, that was mean. Jack, you and your Zook Warriors are 2-0 down. Can you still win this, do you think?
Yes.
Good, I like that. A bit of confidence from you. Right, let's see who copes best with our hurdles. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Off they go, and look at that! Double cuboid is extraordinarily quick. The forbidden one is nowhere. That is a win.
Zook Warriors, you are forbidden from winning, but do you know what? Your Zooks are good. It's just that these boys have got amazing Zooks. Double cuboid should have been renamed Double Quick. It's almost like the hurdles weren't there. Well done, lads. And yeah, you've guessed it. Fast and Furious now have a 3-0 lead. It's time for the final. Teams, it's now time for your biggest decision of the day, or maybe even your 4 biggest decisions of the day. Take a look at the final, OK? It consists of 4 very different challenges, and what you've got to do is think back to what's happened on today's Bamzooki, what you've learned about your Zooks, and then you've got to work out which Zook you want to take on which challenge. Get in your groups, have a bit of a think. It's a big decision, so think carefully. And while they do, Rich, oh, I'm loving this lap leaderboard challenge. Who's up today?
Hey, you're gonna like this, Jake.
Keep off the grass!
All the way from Norwich City, footballing legend Brian Gunn.
Right, just altering the motion at the moment on the legs, and we should be in business soon. It's ready. Come on, keep off the grass, keep it moving, come on. Norwich, all of Norwich is cheering you on now. Come on, let's do it. Come on. Finishing off now, he's coming down the line. He's coming in, he's coming in. Here we go. Yes! 12.2, how did I do?
Not only are you in like a bullet at number 2, Brian, you've beaten the Canaries' biggest fan.
Yes, as long as I've beaten Jake, fantastic.
Oh, good old Brian Gunn. Look, I've even got my Norwich yellow top on, but I can't believe he beat me. Unbelievable. Anyway, back to today. Rich, talk us through the final lineup, please.
Well, first up, we've got Iron Ore for the Zook Warriors. We've not seen him before. He's against Fire Ant. Second leg, the forbidden one against Double Cuboid. That's the rematch of Super Hurdles. On the third leg, it's Exterminator against Centipede. And finally, it's Amazon against, Hunter.
Cheers, Rich. Lewis, do the Zook Warriors still believe they can win this?
Yes.
Good. Fast and Furious, she's got a 3-second lead. Best of luck, teams. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, off goes Fire Ant, and remember, he's got that big 3-second lead. But here comes Iron Ore. But Fire Ant has already tagged Double Cuboid, and Double Cuboid has got himself well and truly stuck in both sets of revolving doors. But what on earth is Iron Ore doing? I can't believe they've saved him till last. He may have well not come at all. He can't seem to get to the forbidden one, and that's giving Double Cuboid the chance to tag Centipede. Can he get through the gate? Yes, he can. He tags Hunter, and he sprints to the line. It's all over.
Zook Warriors unlucky in the end. Forbidden one just got himself stuck and he couldn't get it going, but you did really well today. You actually didn't fail at any contest. You did so well, but you boys won. Fast and Furious, you were just slightly too good for your opponents today, so there you go. Your very own Bamzooki pictures, hand them out. William, one word, how do you feel?
Brilliant.
Brilliant, and you should feel brilliant because your Zooks really were brilliant. Oh, what an amazing final. Don't forget, you can log onto our website right now. Chat to Dilsky on the message board. Rich, what a final.
Great stuff, Jake.
Great stuff indeed. See you next time on Bamzooki. Bye-bye.
Will Nosy ever get the better of Bernard? Well, find out right now. The time that land forgot. The forgotten time of land. I've forgotten the time. Oh, Jake, dinosaurs.
Yeah, I had noticed, Rich, you couldn't exactly miss the pterodactyl, could you? These are fantastic, but if you think these Zooks are good, just you wait till you see the Zooks that our teams are bringing with them today. Talking of which, it's time to meet the first team, and I think you'll find they're, quietly confident.
My favourite Zook is Epic, because I really like him, because I think he looks like a spider. He's great at turning, and he's great at every skill, and he's our team captain. I made Stadler gallop like a horse. I put some weight on his belly and a weight at the tail, and it gallops really smoothly. Chaos is our smallest Zook and our strongest Zook as well. I put the spikes on to make him look scary and 2 blocks to push objects out of his way. Green Spider Sprint's really good at pushing because he's got a big head that can help him push objects and blocks out the way.
Silent, but possibly deadly. Meet Green Spider Sprint. Chaos. Epic. And Stadler.
Now, boys, it's a good job you're the green team because you've got Green Spider Sprint working for you today. Tell me all about him.
He's quite a strong Zook, and he's got quite a big head for pushing, and he's quite fast.
Looking at Chaos, he looks big, he looks good for pushing stuff, but he's only got 4 legs. Is that going to give him enough power, do you think?
Yeah, because I just made him as a doodle, and he used to just run on 2 legs.
OK, quickly tell me your favourite ones.
Stadler.
Green Spider Sprint.
Epic.
All right, well, let's hope they all do well for you today. Good luck, boys, and let's meet your opponents. And you might think that golf and rock and roll don't really go together, until now.
We are the Rock Rampagers! We're golf crazy and ready to rock! To make a really, really good Zook takes about a week, sometimes a month if you want to get it exactly perfect. Killer's just like an ant. It's got a really low down body but not too low. They made his motion really big and gave him lots of IK points in a big circle so that he can step over hurdles really well. And then the front legs, they have super big IK points.
Dragon of the Mohican could be a girl.
We don't know. He's basically a mix between a tank, an armadillo and an insect. I'm proud of him because he's probably the best Zook I've ever made. Spindlebug's really slow, but that helped its turning. Gave him really long and really close together legs, so the legs would just come round. As it's rock and sound away! Bamzooki!
Rolling up today, we have Spindlebug, Dragon of the Mohican 2, Killer, and the Cheetah.
Well, you've certainly gone for 4 very different-looking designs, boys. Now, I like the look of Cheetah, but it looks to me like he's built for speed. Is there anything else he can do, Tom, or is he really a one-trick Zook?
Well, no, not really, because he's good at jumping and he's good at hurdles as well.
We've had a look at your opponent's Zooks. What do you reckon?
Well, I think we're confident of winning, but if we win, it's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out if it is a close one. Let's get on with the show. It's time for the first contest. This team's is a bit like scoring runs in cricket. The team that scores the most runs is going to win. Now, take a look at Bernard, OK? He's going to run to and from the tiny little block that's in front of him, OK? Meanwhile, Nosy is trying to push the big block further and further away, therefore making it tougher. Every time you go there and back, you're going to score a run. Now, you've got to take on both challenges, so power, speed and a turning ability is really important. Teams, off you go.
2 skills required. How will the teams handle this decision?
What about Chaos? He is just such a bad turner. We need something big and strong. Stadler's a very quick turner.
Dragon Mohican can push the block away really, really quick.
I think we should all go with Stadler.
Yeah,
Mohican, Stadler.
You've made your choice. Come back and see how you do. Come on.
Well, lining up in green for Mischievious Grevious is Stadler. Meanwhile, in the red corner for the Rock Rampagers, it's Dragon of the Mohican 2. They'll be hoping he's more than just a fancy haircut.
Cheers, Rich. Now, Greens, you're up first. But, Charlie, you're facing Dragon of the Mohican 2. It's your first look at him. What do you think?
Well, I think he's quite a strong Zook and it'll be quite hard to play against him.
He's massive, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's see how we get on. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, looking at Dragon of the Mohican 2, he certainly is a big, powerful Zook. Look at the speed with which he's going away from Stadler. Can Stadler get a second point? He can, but that's all he's going to get. Great pushing. 2 scored for Mischievious Grevious.
Mischievious Grevious, you scored 2, which isn't bad, but will your Zook be as good at tagging as he was at pushing? Let's find out. Once again, let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, off goes Dragon of the Mohican. He gets his first point, but straight away he's having difficulty turning round. He's gone round now and he's gone back to the other end. Now Stadler is definitely not strong enough to push the block, but as time runs out, Dragon of the Mohican can't turn round. The klaxon goes 2-1.
We've run out of time, guys. Stadler clearly didn't have the power to push the block, but it didn't matter, because Dragon of the Mohican didn't have the turning power to score any more than 1. Really unlucky, guys. But you can come back from this, and as it stands, Grevious Mischievious are 1-0 up. It's time for the second contest. Picking a Zook for this one, teams, is a pretty big decision. Alex, take a walk round and let's have a look at the way it works. Now, it's a difficult decision because you might think, great, you've got to get to the end first, so therefore I'm going to pick a really fast Zook. But if you've got a fast Zook with no aiming ability that's going to get caught on the doors, you're not going to do very well. So think fast and think accurate. Teams, off you go.
Looking back, the Reds didn't choose well first time round. Time to put that right.
It's like Cheetah.
Yeah,
because he's fast.
Chaos is quite fast and he is pretty small.
Killer's a better aimer, though.
I think we should use Epic because it's quite fast.
OK, have we decided that we're going to use Killer?
Yeah.
Epic.
Good call, teams. Come on back.
Well, Mischievious Grevious have chosen Epic with a name like that. Surely he's in for a great contest. Meanwhile, in the red corner, he's cute, he's cuddly, he's caring. It's Killer.
Cheers, Rich. Now, Rock Rampagers, you need to win this. If you do, the scores are going to go back level, and Mischievious Grevious do well at this, and you could be 2-0 in the lead. It's a massive game. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
Off they go, and both Zooks charge through the first game pretty much together. Killer now has a slight lead over Epic. They're both quick, but they're both having no luck with the doors, and oh my goodness! Killer has been absolutely squashed. He's on his back. Oh no! Epic's on his back as well. Both Zooks are upside down, but Epic is clawing his way to the line. He's done it! Epic by name. What a victory.
That is unbelievable. You play a game that's all about speed and manoeuvrability, and in the end, it comes down to which Zook can walk on his back the best. Really unlucky. You were so far ahead in the end, Epic stole the victory. So there we go. Mischievious Grevious are now unbelievably 2-0 ahead. Zook Marbles, teams, is the ultimate test for a strong Zook. Now, just check out what Bernard and Nosy are doing, OK? Because what you've got to do, you've got to push through all of these balls and get to the finish line before your opponents. Now, Bernard is obviously demonstrating standing on your back legs. That's not a skill that you have to use for this, but strength is really important. And here's a tip. I've seen a lot of small Zooks go through the middle of the balls. That's all I'll say. Teams, off you go. Pick a Zook.
2-0 up. I don't think the Greens need any tips from Jake on how to choose.
Chaos is quite small. Then Green Spider-Spin,
He's more wide and big.
We need something which can push.
but what if he gets trapped in the flipping doors?
Spindle's our best pusher that we've got now.
Yeah,
I think Chaos.
Chaos is fine.
Yes.
OK, teams, back you come.
Well, Mischievious Grevious have chosen an absolute brute of a Zook in Chaos. Meanwhile, in the red corner, completely the opposite, Spindlebug.
Cheers, Rich. That is a pretty big Zook there, Chaos. Let's see how Aaron for the Rock Rampagers is feeling about it. Aaron, what do you reckon?
I think its leg might get caught because it's really close to it and it's got really long legs.
Interesting. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
And off they go, and Chaos shows first. if Zook have the Rock Rampagers made a mistake in choosing Spindlebug. He's doing well, but just not quick enough. And Chaos, well, sweeping all before him. He's managing to avoid the doors. He's got into a bit of a jam, but he's well clear of Spindlebug. It's a clean sweep for the Greens.
Rock Rampagers, I'm afraid to say, Aaron, in the end, I think it was your Zook's legs that caused the problem. At one point, you were pushing about 10 balls along there. Really unlucky. Mischievious Grevious, well done, boys. You've got a 3-0 lead going into the final. But as we've already seen, that's not always enough. Take a look at the final teams. What you've got to do now is work out which of your 4 Zooks should take on which challenge for you. This is the part where your Zooks have to work as a team. So get in your groups and have a think about that. And while you do, Rich, let's chat about the Zook Lab Leaderboard Challenge. Brian Gunn was on last time. Good old Brian. Who's up today?
I tell you what, Jake, it's my turn to be excited. We've only got Phil Everett, head of computers and stuff, at West Brom.
Baggy Bug!
Come on, Phil!
First of all, I created a basic body shape. Then I chose legs and I used the crawl legs. And the final part was to add the all-important blue and white colours to match the best team in the Premiership. And he's off. Looking good. Come on, Baggy Bug, you can go faster than this. Heading along the straight, got a fair turn of speed on there. Must be good, it must be. Come on, put a bit of speed on, we've got to beat those canaries. Come on, Baggy Bug. Yes, and he's over the line. I wonder how fast he went.
7.9 seconds! Quickest so far! Boing, boing!
Yes, beat the Canaries again. Top of the league.
That's weird. I normally associate West Brom with relegation, not top of the league. But there you go. Well done, Phil. Good work. Right, Rich, talk us through the lineup.
Get over it, Jake. First up, it's Chaos against Spindlebug. Just seen them in Zook Marbles. Second leg, it's Stadler against Dragner the Mohican 2. Third leg, Green Spider Sprint. Not seen him before, up against Killer. And finally, it's Epic up against the Cheetah.
Cheers, Rich. Billy, going into the final, you're 3 seconds down. How are you feeling right now?
I think we're going to win.
Good. Nice and confident, both teams. Very best of luck. It's been a great show. It'll be a great final. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Off goes Chaos. We know he's good at pushing things, making great use of that 3-second lead. He's already tagged Stadler, who tags Green Spider Sprint, who tags Epic. It's short. Oh, my goodness! I was going to say it's going to be easy for Mischievious Grevious, but he's on his back again. And Dragon of the Mohican has got an excellent chance to claw this back for the Reds. But he is stuck up against a block while Epic slowly but surely makes his way to the finish. If he can just get free, surely the Reds can take it back. And look, Killer's through. All he's got to do is tag Cheetah, but he can't quite get there. He does it, but I think it's too late. Epic's there. He's finished on his back. Oh, Bamzooki.
Bamzooki indeed, Rich. Boys, that was one of the closest finals I've ever seen. To be 3-0 down and almost grab that, it was, I mean, I'm speechless. Unbelievable. Don't be too downhearted. Congratulations, you're coming back for the semi-final. However, Epic nearly made it an epic disaster for you, turning upside down there. Well done, guys. There you go, your very own Bamzooki pictures. And if that's got you going, log on to the website, bbc.co.uk/cbbc. Rich, that was amazing.
Unbelievable, Jake.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.